Hey guys, it's Lats, and today I wanted to talk about a quote from one of my favorite movies of all time, Hannah Montana the movie. I know that might sound a little crazy, but it's just nostalgic for me and it makes me happy. But anyway, one of the quotes from that movie is "Life's a climb, but the view's great." And I remember hearing that as a kid and not really understanding really what it meant. Like I kind of got this, like okay, like yeah, life's a climb, view's great, whatever. I thought it was just to like segue into the song, which it was, but when I really started to think about it, especially in recent years, I really started to understand what that meant, right? Life isn't great all the time. We all know that. We all have been dealing with stress, anxiety, struggles, everything that, kind of is negative that comes with life, right? We've all had different experiences, different negative effects from that. But we also have all had amazing memories and moments in our lives. Whether that be a trip you went on, a good night out with friends, playing your favorite video games, whatever it is, we've all had those times. And I feel like so many of those moments are so great because of the bad things that happen in our lives, right? When you've had a bad week, there's nothing better than when you have that one great thing that happens. One of the best examples I could think of, right, is right now, this week has just not been my week, right? I've been kind of not motivated, been pretty lazy, honestly, and just kind of struggling with my mental health a little. But at the end of this week, I'm actually going to be seeing a movie that I'm really looking forward to called Heart Eyes. It's a slasher movie, and I love slashers. And I just know, like, that is going to, like, kind of make up for this week. And I know, like, there's things I obviously got to work on with that, right? Like, I need to work on my laziness and my not being motivated. But this has just been one of those weeks where it's just been kind of a struggle. And I know once I get that moment to just, like, relax and watch a movie that I've really been looking forward to, it will hit so much more. I feel like everyone's goal is to just be happy, right? Everyone wants to be happy 24/7, which obviously, is a good goal to have. But I feel like if you were to just have a perfect day every single day, I feel like it'd be so easy to fall into the trap of wanting more. I feel like that's just how humans are, right? We always want more. And if you're not stopping to kind of be grateful for what you have, it's super easy to be like, okay, this has been great, got used to it, want more. I feel like the number one example of that is with money, right? Everyone's like, oh my God, imagine I had this amount of money. And then once they get that amount of money, they're kind of like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then after a little while, they're like, okay, I need this amount of money now. So I feel like with that mindset of life's a climb, but the view's great, I think you have to appreciate the bad that comes with life, because everything bad that happens in life leads to something amazing. Whether it's working on a project, a business, whatever it is that you're putting a lot of effort in, a lot of time into, a lot of money into, and it's just really stressful, or you want to start working out and going to the gym, but the idea of it is really hard and you've been struggling to keep up. If you woke up tomorrow with all your goals achieved and you didn't put any work into it and you just magically achieved them, yeah, it would be hype for about a week, maybe even a little longer, but you didn't earn it. And because you didn't earn it, it wouldn't hit as hard as if you put all the blood, sweat, and tears, as they say, into achieving that goal. And I think that's important to realize. As she says in her song, The Climb, it's not about how fast I get there. It's not about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The journey is almost more important than the destination itself. What you've learned through that journey, all the trials, the tribulations, the blood, sweat, and tears, as I said, all that shaped you to be the person that you are today. And yeah, the view is great. I'm not going to lie. Whether it's the body you've dreamed of getting, the muscles, the finished project, the success of a business, whatever it is, yeah, that's great. I think it feels great mainly because of all the effort that you put into it, right? You're proud of what you did. It was all worth it in the end. And I think that's super important to remind yourself whenever you're struggling with something, whenever you don't want to do something. Just think of the end goal, which I feel like does kind of go against what I'm saying, right? Is to think of the end goal. But I'm not saying to not have goals, right? I'm saying to envision that goal and remind yourself you're doing this, all of it's going to be worth it in the end. Literally from what the quote is, life's a climb, but the view's great. If you're hiking up a mountain, right? And you quit hiking like halfway through the mountain, that view is not going to be as good as the view on the top. But once you get to the top of that mountain, that view is stunning. And it would be all worth it. All the pain that you went through of getting up to the top of that mountain will all be worth it once you see that amazing view. And I think that's just such an important thing to keep in mind whenever you're not wanting to do something, struggling, whatever it is. It's just so important to think of that. Besides just setting goals on literal projects, I also kind of encourage people to kind of set little events that they look forward to. I have a whole thing on my vision board that I made are things that I'm looking forward to. And they're not crazy things. I mean, one of them is a trip that I'm planning with my friends, which is kind of the biggest one on there, which I'm really excited for. But I have a couple things on there that are not huge events. I have movies, as I said. I'm looking forward to the slasher movie Heart Eyes that I'm watching this weekend. But I also have the Fantastic Four, which that trailer just dropped and it looks great. I have Avatar 3, Superman, Freakier Friday. I'm a big movie fan, obviously, but just having little things like that keeps me motivated to keep going and things to look forward to. Really try to appreciate that time because it hits so much harder when you realize all the effort that you put into it. And if you were to just live like that every single day, get the goals that you wanted, and it wouldn't hit the same if you didn't put all the stress, all the time, all the energy into achieving that. But I think that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.